Hey, my name is PolishLynx and welcome to another episode of Psychopath's Mandatory Happiness. Second case, in the middle of it really. Well, in the beginning of it. Let us indulge of how it goes. Tracking Kanaya Mitsuhi's recent activity painted a picture of mother who had been pushed to her limits. Purchases of large amounts of mental car supplements. Ooh. Logs showing frequent access to a parenting Como field. Ooh. Calls made only to her husband for short periods of time. Ooh. I mean, just the calls to the husband are good, but what were the calls about? Also, again, it seems like that father of their child, of two of their children, didn't really pay much attention today. To her or to the children, maybe even. But then again, it was said that he kinda said that this is her job, literally. And he kinda whatever, right? He's kinda with that attitude. All this information showed that Kanaya had no one to support her.
ねえシオン、このデータの整合性には問題がない？三橋かなえはここ数日家から出てないことになってるけど。
あはー、ホームセクレタリの入退室履歴ね。どう考えても改ざんでしょこれ。
またクラッキングされてるってのか？
しかも見て、通販の発注履歴が残ってる。
何を買ってる？
粉ミルクと紙おむつです。ミルクはアレルギー需要に調整された特殊なもので、次男の優也が飲んでいた銘柄と一致します。
送り先は？
自宅の住所ではありません。
Miss Carnamore whistled and then an image was displayed.
送り先はここ。
排気区画か。
かろうじて地域に引っかかってるけど、通り一つ隔てたらもう廃墟。この街頭カメラはスラムとの境界線の監視用ね。
送り先住所に住人はいません。しかし荷物は配送済みです。
誰が受け取ったんだ？
プリンスか、常森班に連絡。現場に集合と伝えろ。俺たちもすぐに出るぞ。
了解。
ミルクとおむつか。じゃあ子供は生きてるんだな。
Or, and I'm going with a very bad thinking now, she went so mental already that she still does all that. Despite maybe bad things happening to the child? I don't know if I should be going this negative, but who knows?
やっと落ち着いたね。静かにして。優也が起きちゃう。
In before she was giving those pills to the child.
あなたも少し休んだ方がいいよ。
いいの、私は。優也さえいい子にしててくれたら何にもいらないの。ねえ、私、いいお母さんになれると思う？
Probably. But, well, your husband is trash.
十分だよ、かなえさん。あなたはもう立派な母親だ。
I mean, I like what he says, but he has a very bad approach.
本当に？
This woman was no longer just a woman. She was mother, a god in a way, but she was also capable of becoming a devil. Makes sense. In this small paradise belonging to that god, the baby slept wrapped in a soft blanket. Gazing down upon the woman and child, a smile smeared across his face. Mental health supplements were scattered across the floor. Surrounding the mother and child, he picked them up one by one and tossed them into a trash bag. There were other things that needed to be disposed of. A pile of heavy, stinky diapers, clothes stained with milky vomit, and an assortment of tags, packaging, and receipts. But he stayed there, staring at the mother and the child, such a peaceful and calming sight. He was overcome with emotion and couldn't look away. Suddenly the baby started to stir. Oh boy. And she snapped. And the mother's paradise crumbled. Her smile stiffened, brow furrowed, and then she snapped. She looked down with a devilish grin and spoke to her child.
泣かないの。泣かないのよ、ゆうや。あなた、何にも嫌なことないでしょ。なんでなの？なんで泣くの？ねえ、ゆうやってば！
I mean, if you answer the crying child with this, I highly doubt it will help. She started rocking her baby faster and faster till its head threatened to snap off.
落ち着いてかなえさん。何にも心配はいらないよ。ここなら他には誰もいない。赤ちゃんが泣いても構わない。
He's right.
本当？ねえ、それ本当なの？誰も何も言わない？
Why would somebody say anything? Sure, it's annoying, but...
そうだよ、かなえさん。あなたとゆうやくんと、そして僕だけさ。
いないの？ホームセクレタリも？なんで？そんなのダメ。子育て支援がいなかったら、どうやってこの子を育てればいいの？私、どうしたらいいかわからない。
笑えばいいんだよ。さあ、まずこれを。
What? Don't tell me you gave FD. He scooped some of the supplements off the floor and handed them to Kanae. Like a starving beast, she snatched them and crunched them in her mouth. Her expression relaxed at once. Not a good idea.
そう。そうやって、ゆったりとした気持ちになるんだ、かなえさん。笑って、気長に、のんびりとあやしてあげるといい。そうすれば、ゆうやくんの色相にもいいはずだよ。
Yeah, but she will have no actual control over her own.
クリアカラーになる？
なるさ。
A trail of saliva mixed with chunks of the supplements and dust dripped from Kanae's mouth. Without hesitating, he wiped it off.
受け取ってこなければならないものがあるんだ。かなえさん、ゆうやくんと一緒に待っていてね。
すぐ帰ってくる？
もちろんさ。
サトルさんも初めのうちはそう言ったわ。君と直哉のために大急ぎで帰ってくるって。仕事なんかやってる場合じゃないって。
She will snap. She will snap again.
僕はあなたを幸せにするためにいるんだ。あなたが望むことなら何でもやるよ。
Kanae's demise stared at him. It was hard to tell whether she was listening. She started to sway the sobbing Yuya back and forth, then began humming a lullaby. I think I've heard it before. As he listened, he grabbed all the trash bags and left the room. The door opened, and then closed. And neither the hum of her lullaby, nor the cries of her child could be heard. Kami and Mitsuhashi. I stopped actually looking up the logs. Ugh. We met up at the apartment. It was located on the border between the abandoned district and the city. No signs of life were visible. There should be, so they must have been hiding. The city clung to a slope of a massive crater. Beyond that, the area had already been deserted as far as I could remember. So there were areas you could live in without the inside of the civil system in the end. I don't remember if even anime it was shown or not, to be honest. If there were such areas. Don't remember. But there were at least. Now we know. I know. A wasteland above, life below. It was an eerie sight. The foundation could collapse at any time, bringing everything down with it. I mean, if it was made by American standards. But I wasn't about to let it happen. We needed to find that missing child. We all shared the info we gathered and confirmed the situation. Both of them were still alive. Saving them was our top priority. Or there would be a new victim.
もはや一刻の猶予もない。三橋かなえ、および優也の居所を可及的速やかに見つけ出す。子供の安全のためにだ。
今回のケースは三橋かなえによる長男直哉への暴行および次男優也に対する未成年者略取誘拐罪に該当すると考えてよろしいでしょうか。
そう断定する。母親が容疑者だ。
さて、やっこさん、どこに隠れたかな。
三橋かなえは子供の泣き声を極端に気に病んでいた。潜伏先では人目を避けるだろう。おそらく彼女が恐れているのは発見されるリスクよりも周囲の迷惑になり後ろ指を刺されることだ。
Yeah, why I would be unable to be a detective. I would not be able to get this kind of thinking at all.
隠れ場所ならこの町にはいくらでもあるな。
I turned around and surveyed the entire abandoned district. Kana and Yua were in there somewhere. Still alive, probably.
このマンションから遠くはねえよな。ミルクと紙おむつを抱えて隠れ家まで戻るんだろ。大仕事だぜ。
もう一つ気になるのはインフラの未整備です。かなえさんは排気区画の劣悪な環境に耐えられるんでしょうか。電気も水もガスもないんですよ。
インフラならあるさ。廃棄され使われてないだけだ。
使う必要がないと考えることも論理的には可能です。三橋かなえがミルク、紙おむつ等を購入したことは優也が生きていることの証拠とはなりませんから。
See, she has the same thinking, kind of. Even though she probably think... No, I mean, if it's about diapers, of course she has the same thinking as I had.
バカを言うな。生きてるさ。
私は論理的な観点から指摘をしています。剣執行官、失礼ながらあなたの反論に感情以外の根拠がありますか？
It's like absolute opposites. This guy goes more or less about feelings of his, and she goes strictly brain, basically.
感情じゃない。希望だ。人間にはそいつが必要なんだ。
では、人間は絶望すれば生きてはいられないと。
Kind of.
生きるさ。俺はデカだ。俺たちが希望なんだ。
私たちが希望。絶望の中の。
I mean, kind of.
国塚、空の森に連絡しろ。このマンション周辺の廃棄区画内で現在も使われているインフラを洗い出し、利用状況をチェック。
I'm sorry, I clicked.
了解。
And I'm sure you read this. I read this, so you probably read this as well. Living in ruins. An abandoned place where a mother and child are hiding. Such a place existed? I don't know, maybe if I had a look on the map. Actual map. Before long, we received news. As always, Miss Karanomori quickly provided us with the new information.
マップデータ送るわね。それと現場の昔の画像が残ってたからおまけに添付しといてあげる。
This apartment had a grand exterior lined with Gothic architecture, Once a high-class estate, it now offered a peek at how prosperous the city used to be. We rushed over to the apartment. I mean, it makes sense, I guess.
見ると聞くとは大違いってやつだな、こりゃ。
What do you mean?
廃棄区画にフォローは必要ありませんから。人間が住まない空間にはその場所の本質がむき出しで現れるものなんでしょう。
クリスカ、ドローンの配置状況は？
すでに現場周辺への展開を終えています。
踏み込むぞ、技能。
待て、鴻上。まず状況を確認してからだ。
事態は一刻を争う。悠長なことはやってられん。
中には子供がいるんだ。いたずらに母親を刺激すれば危険だ。
I mean, I kind of feel like this time, like, all the info I have is basically she's alone, right? More or less. And there is no videos from around. I think, okay, for once I will agree with Ginoza. Actually, this is the second time, maybe. I came to halt. I want to rush in, but like Ginoza has said, there was a young child inside. And there was the possibility that the mother had already become a latent criminal.
ギノさん、どうすりゃいいんすか？
カナエとユウヤがいる部屋の位置は分かっている。国塚。
はい、監視官。かがり、ここ。
The tablet displayed a structural image of the 8th floor of the 10th-floor complex, and the use of electricity in that room was shown in red, simulating real-time effect.
中の様子が知りたい。が、クラッキングは危険だ。
敵さんにはクラッカーがついてるからな。
Kind of.
この情報だってダミーの可能性は否定できませんよね。
行って調べるしかねえよ。中がダメなら外からだ。
よし、かがりに任せる。剣、お前も一緒に行け。了解。
Using the balconies as footholds, we climbed up the outside of the apartment complex until we reached the 8th floor. What? That's ridiculous! The room Kana and Yuya were in was right in front of us. The curtains were drawn shut, but there was a small gap. I held my breath and peeked. Tick, 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 tick. There they were, alive, both of them. Yuya wailed in his mother's arms crying, and right above his face was Kanae's open palm. The moment I saw that, my body reacted. I shut the window, lunging right in. Open? Seriously? She would... My eyes met with Kanae's, but she's calm, so... Her eyes widened and her hand froze, as Yuya's splitting cries drowned out in the background. This side of the Dominator, Yuya cried. She's calm. Great, we will make her go crazy, won't we?
ほら、やっぱりこの子はクリアカラーよ。ちゃんと聞いたわ。カチッっていう音。ロックされたでしょ、引き金。
Why would we...
この子は撃てないのよ。
Why would we shoot a child? What? Kana wrapped her arms around Yuya, squeezed her tiny little baby. His face struggled in agony. He was suffocating. Aim it carefully, right at the mother's forehead. Ooh.
犯罪係数301、執行対象です。セーフティーを解除します。
え、私？引き金引けるの？
Kanae froze. A split second later, her lips curled up and her eyes grew so white it looked as if her pupils were shaking within all the white.
ほら見なさい。あんたが静かにしないからまた怒られる。
Wow. Months ago, she cried her child, but now she raised him above her, his feet dangling in the air. It looked like she was about to throw a stone. You... No! I charged forward, pulling the trigger. A direct hit, enforcement complete. Her body swelled like a burst. With most of it. Some parts remained, like her hands. She... Oh shit, so it was so high that... They remained raised above her head, still holding her child for a moment, then swayed and everything came falling down. I dove, catching him right before he hit the floor. Startled, the child looked up at me. She jumped in from the window. Shu jumped in from the window, shouting with his dominated drone, but after looking into my arms, he immediately calmed down. Yuya played with his mother's fingers. All 10 of them dug into his soft, small belly. I pried them off one by one and attempted to release him. But he tried to protest. He grabbed his mother's fingers, not letting go. Restless, lost, the child squirmed and tossed and turned, looking for his mother. I felt someone tap on my shoulder and turned around, and it was Gami. Did I just say Kogami? God damn it. He didn't say anything, neither could I.
こちらハウンド1、潜在犯三橋かなえを発見。ハウンド5が執行した。
So I guess she's not dead.
三橋優也は無事に保護した。それだけだ。他に急いで報告すべきことはない。
Yuya's crying would not cease. With how things turned out, he might never stop. The one who enforced this child's mother was me.
ごめんな。俺はお前を助けたくて。
Gami drew his dominator and pointed at me. I stared into the barrel, but I was afraid. If I was going to get shot, then so be it. But it wasn't pointed at me, but at Yuya.
犯罪係数114、執行対象です。セーフティーを解除します。
0歳児にして潜在犯認定か。記録更新だな。
こうちゃん、あんたそれでも人間かよ。
忘れるな、かがり。剣もだ。俺たちは執行官だ。まともな人間じゃない。同じ匂いのするやつを嗅ぎつけ、借り出すのが仕事なんだ。
But still. I don't know about you, but I would feel the tension drop down from you.
そんなことぐらい知ってるよ。
もうよせ。
We all remained silent from then on. I looked at the door and saw Ginoza and Miss Tsunemori standing in shock.
よりによってこんな。
So... God damn it, it did happen, what I thought. Ginoza turned away, biting his lip, and the dying sunset cast a shadow over his face.
こうすんのか。
You know what sucks, I think, with those dominators? That you cannot actually choose the mode. Like, understand, you reach, like let's say level 50, okay, it will shock him with electricity. Level 100, double the power and so on, right? But, let's say it's 500, and it says, okay, we are going to burst the entire body into flames, or should I say basically burst the entire body, right? And you should have the possibility to choose that lower level. No, let's go electricity. I'm not saying you should be able to choose higher level because that would be ridiculous, but lower level, yes. Anyway, Shu's voice suddenly sounded unusually stern.
その子を執行できんのかよ。こうちゃん。
I stood up and stared down Gami, gripping my dominator. Then I raised at him. His eyes sharpened, and he stared right back at me. I glared back, still carrying that crying child. Such a soft creature. Or in his smelly diaper. What sin could possibly exist in such a tiny, tender being?
撃つなら俺を撃て。
執行の必要はありません。
Miss Kugatachi said, stepping between Gami and me. Letting out a sigh, Gami tightened his grip on the dominator.
いいのか、Kugatachi。シビラの正義に反することになるが。
Screw the judgment.
我々が迅速な執行を求められるのは、周辺地域のサイコパスへの影響に配慮し、潜在犯の隔離が必要だからです。赤ん坊が逃げますか？サイコパスを悪化させますか？
Question 1, no. Question 2, definitely yes.
まったくだ。こりゃ一本取られたな。
Miss Kugatachi glared at Dinoza.
すべての責任は私が取ります。
その必要はない。俺も君の判断を支持する。
Nice, Ginoza.
私もです。
では、早速潜在犯、三橋優也の逮捕を。了解。
Miss Kugatachi gave the order without ever changing her expression, and Miss Kunizuka proceeded accordingly. Oh. I held you tightly one last time. Shu took half a step toward me, his face almost in tears. He reached out and pulled you from me, then turned away. We worked on the case's paperwork in silence. After this was completed, there were piles of more work waiting. With a special case like this involving an infant latent criminal, the military struggled to give us a response, and finding a suitable correction facility would take time. I mean, how can you even correct an infant? During that span, the child was secured in the latent criminalization ward of the hospital we were staying at. Every chance he got, Shu went to see the child, and even though the child never got attached to him, he still went watching the small infant from the corridor window.
係君大丈夫かな？
あいつがあんなに子供好きとは知らなかったぜ。
それだけじゃない。係自身もあの子と同じ境遇だったの。
潜在犯認定を受けたのちっちゃい頃だったんですって。
マジかよ。
剣執行官、どちらへ？
あんたにいちいち断んなきゃならねえのか。
怒っているのですか？なぜです？
いや、すまん。ただの八つ当たりだ。州のところへ行ってくる。せめて一言。
係執行官を慰めに行くのですね。ご一緒するのは監視官としての望ましい職務だろうと考えますが、私には何を申し上げれば彼の色相を改善できるのか見当もつきません。
Let me correct your thinking. Don't think of this as being something to improve the hue. Damn!
あいつの色相だけの問題じゃない。俺自身の問題でもあるんだ。正直何を言ったらいいのか俺だってわからねえけどな。
でもあなたは行くのですね。
Yes.
あんたも来い。
I pulled Miss Kugatachi by the hand and dragged her with me to console Shu. Masa and Gami were there as well. Only a few words were exchanged. All I could do was rest my hand on his shoulder. Beyond the window, the child lay asleep in a plain-looking crate. He looked much smaller than before, as if he'd been crying his insides out. The father settled the paperwork but never visited. Bastard. Once Naoya's injuries healed, he would be neglected and sent to an orphanage. The other was left a latent criminal. Wow. Our resolution to this case was as follows. I mean, should I really be surprised? I mean, that father clearly was garbage. That's all. Our resolution to this case was as follows. The late Kanae Mitsuhashi had no hacking skills. She had an accomplice, but we failed to apprehend him. Although he was still a threat, we had to move on to the next case. Shu said nothing. The rest of us remained silent. Miss Kugatachi had been standing alone in the corner the whole time. She was a bit hesitant at first, but she finally came to the window and appeared through. The child seemed to be having a nightmare, flailing his tiny little arms. Even during sleep, he couldn't find peace, but it was probably better than being awake. Miss Kugatachi pushed her hands and face against the window. It was like she was trying to reach the troubled infant. For a long time, she just stayed like that, looking on. Later that day, a single letter was delivered to our temporary HQ.
ギノザ監視官、不審なメールが刑事課宛てに届いています。ご覧になりますか？
刑事課宛てに?
Get out of my way. I only wish to make people happy. A. You suck at doing so. News of that letter circled around our temporary HQ immediately. It was obviously from the mysterious hacker, an important suspect in multiple cases. Miss Kugatachi scanned the letter for herself.
Alpha. So yomunoka.
I mean, if the sign was actually Alpha, I would say so too. But it was just A.
なんとなくそんな気がしました。なぜそう思うのかはよくわかりませんが。
アルファ。何者なんでしょう。
In a corner of the dark room, he cowered in the fetal position. He thought and thought, but he could not reach a conclusion.
僕は人を幸せにする。
Yeah, you are not succeeding at that at all, mate. Suddenly he raised his face and muttered to himself under his breath.
色相はシビラが指標とする幸せへの道しるべ。システムの言う通りにすれば、色相はクリアになって、人は幸せになれる。
I wouldn't say.
はずなのに。
Abiding the system might keep the clear hue. It might keep the person's life kind of easy, but it doesn't mean they will be happy.
なのに、どうして色相が濁るんだろう。何が足りないんだろう。もっとデータが必要だな。人間を幸せにするデータが。
And to do so, unfortunately, you probably will ruin a lot of more people. Really? Really? He stood up and left, leaving the darkness of the room behind. Closing case required a lot of work, paperwork. We worked and worked, but there was just too much. Thus, desk work had always been difficult for me, but I wasn't the only one suffering. Miss Karanamori, who was also in charge of Enforcer's mental health management, instructed me to keep tabs on my hue, but I really didn't feel like it. What? Oh, Nasturtium orange. It went up again. Ah! She reminded me not to be stingy with the supplements. Okay, I will not be stingy. Even for me, real life me would be. Probably. Yeah, I would. Because I don't like drugs. In general. I'm not against shots and so on, of course. Because that's a requirement, really. But I'm talking drugs like against headaches, some light pains. Nah, not for me. I'm just going through it, I mean. I'm going through those pains fast, most cases anyway, so. Anyway, well, there is no point being stubborn, I should just listen and take them. Master Team Orange. Which means... now... you should be Florida Gold.
あらゆる事務処理、連絡業務、その他雑務の効率が通常の刑事が1係に比べ約 50% 悪化しています。
How did you manage to even calculate that?
しょうがないですよ。今度の事件は後味悪かったですから。
I freaking hate this line. I hate this line right now. If you watched Infinite Dendrogram, you would hate this as well. My god, it's such a crappy line. If it's said once, okay, but...
今度の事件後には色相が濁りましたもんね。
What? Akanes? You're kidding me. But her hue is like unmovable.
私なんか鈍感だから大したことありませんけど。
Yeah, you're an airhead,
ギノ
really.
サ監視官は心配ですね。
Dino's always that way. Dark rings stuck below his eyes, and his face looked almost ghastly, making him even less approachable. Even worse, his hue surpassed the danger zone.
ああ見えてギノは繊細なやつだ。今度のことでは人一倍ダメージを食らっただろう。せめてとっつぁんが元気なら慰めてやれるんだろうがな。
マサさんもあれからずっと重苦しい顔してるよな。柊のやつまですっかりへこんじまって。
とっつぁんも人の親だ。冷静ではいられないさ。かがりはかがりで思うところは多いはずだ。あいつはまだ幼かった頃に潜在犯認定を受けたからな。
But still, how can you become a criminal when you are... half a year, was it?
やりきれねえよな。
It's ridiculous. Eventually, we received word that a counselor would be sent over from the main office of the MWPSB.
監視官の色相悪化は重大問題。早めにケアしないとね。剣くんもどう？執行官もケア対象に入ってるわよ。
I'm Florida Gold!
俺より柊を何とかしてやってくれ。見ちゃいられねえよ。あいつのすさんだ顔なんか。
係には久我たち監視官がカウンセリングを促すそうよ。
ドロイドちゃんが大丈夫なの？
お断りだ。
賢明な判断とは言い難いと思います。係執行官、あなたの色相は汚濁し、職務遂行能力が大きく低下しています。
ありがとさ。けどな、ドロイドちゃん。俺はケアされて楽になれるような段階はとっくに過ぎてんだ。執行官として踏みとどまってんのは意地ってやつだよ。
意地？モチベーションということですか？
そんな甘っちょろいもんじゃねえ。俺には他に行き場がない。執行官を辞めたら地獄行きなんだ。その覚悟はガキの頃から骨身に刻みつけてきた。
それはあなたの哲学ですか？
Nope, the civils.
人事だからそんな風に感じるんだろうけど、俺にしてみれば他にやりようがなかった。他人のことよりあんた自分の心配でもしろよ。
私の？
記憶がないだなんてありえねえから。あんたの中にはきっといろんなもんが詰め込まれてるぜ。見たくもないようなもんばっかりな。
そうでしょうか。
He's kinda right. Should I go to counseling too? I mean, I'm super curious what's the next color, so let's go! Decided to go to counseling. You know what? Let's do the counseling in the next episode. I wonder if our color will go below. I absolutely want just to know what's the color below. I'm curious about the names, is all. I'm not curious about the top ones, because I feel like if we go to the top, we might get kicked out of being an enforcer basically, and that is definitely a bad end. So, we are going below. Kind of. We're trying. But with each case it changes back to the whiskey, whatever it was, anyway. But now we are Florida Gold. Maybe with counseling we'll go a little lower. Yeah. So, for now, hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you tomorrow as well. Bye bye. I'm gonna work out now.